Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hiking the Wainwrights. It's been a while. In fact, it's been exactly 2 months since that last video up on Glaramara. And if you're a regular to the channel, you'll know exactly why. Although, doing that, if you're not a regular to the channel and see me do that, doesn't look good, does it? I'm talking about my toe, of course. The toenail saga that seems to be going on forever. So, I'm going to have to break with tradition this time. As you know, I've been moving through the guidebooks, the Alfred Wainwright guidebooks, from north to south. The next one in the list, the hit list, is Scafell Pike, but it's a long one. It's a high walk and a very long walk. So, yeah, I think what I need to do is a couple of walks before that, just to test everything out, make sure everything's all right, and also get my fitness up a little bit because, like I said, it's been a while. And I'm just going to stop there. Look at this tree. Wow, I'm going to have to walk right beneath it. Anyway, eek. So I've decided to do a little bit of a circular route that's going to take in a couple of the lowest Wainwrights. And yeah, it's going to be, I think, a wonderful day. Let's go and have a look at the map and see exactly where we're going and exactly which Wainwrights we're hitting today. So from the car park at Glen we're going to head up through the woods towards Tarn Hows. And I think we'll go around the eastern side of the Tarn so we can enjoy those glorious views. We're then going to cut across to Iron-Keeled Plantation, which will eventually lead us up to the first Wainwright of the day, Black Fell. After that we'll drop down towards Low Ironside and make our way down to the A593. We'll cross that road and then we'll go past Low Oxen Fell, High Oxen Fell, and eventually get to Hodge Close and probably have a wander down there. After that, we're going to make our way up to the second and final Wainwright of the day, Holme Fell. What a beauty. Finally, we'll drop down past Yew Tree Tarn and Yew Tree Farm, back to the van. That's it. This is probably one of my favourite routes, actually. It's wonderful. And I think I've actually done a video here before. I don't know, it's been a while. But a lot of interest on this route in terms of views up on Black Fell and also Holme Fell. I love Holme Fell. But also, you know, history and industry. There's a lot going on, a hell of a lot going on. And the first thing we're going to see is a really nice little waterfall. Let's go and have a look at that. Now, it is a really dark day today. That's why it looks really dark and gloomy on the camera. Because it's early and it's winter. And to be honest with you, this is not the best time to come and do this route. If I was to choose, if I had a choice, I'd come here either in late summer, well, mid to late summer, or autumn, or both. Because obviously in August, you get the heather up on Holme Fell, and I'll show you the heather later on. It's obviously all dead at the moment. And then in the summer, obviously you get the full trees. It's beautiful around here, honestly, absolutely stunning. But once again in autumn, you also get the changing trees. So obviously the trees are changing around here, but up on Holme Fell you've got all the larch trees, and yeah, well, I'll talk about that later on because it's quite breathtaking. Look at the waterfall here. So we're going up there, but let's just pop down here. Can you see it? I don't even know if you can see it. It's so dark. But yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. If you come here in the summer, it probably will be like a little trickle. It won't be as good as this. So yeah, maybe come in the winter as well. See it full. Nice. So let's get on. Slowly but surely making our way up to Tarn Hows. Yeah, this time of day, around about 9 o'clock, it should be fairly quiet up there. So because it's the middle of winter and everything is dead, just not getting those smells of the vegetation, you know, all the moss and the leaves and that typical summer smell. Everything's growing. So you kind of have to use your imagination a little bit today around here, but also up on the fell as well. And just imagine what it looks like in those summer months and autumn and spring. Right, let's get through here. It's like a thin man gate. Go on, you go through. But it's got a fat man section at the back there, so we could should be good. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're good. Drama. Okay, here we are at Tarn Hows. I've never seen it this quiet. Look at it. I can't see a single person. That's never happened in my life. It's quite nice. A tiny, tiny bit of ice on the water as well there. I think this is probably one of, if not the most accessible place in the Lake District in terms of, wheelchair access, pushchair access, Zimmer frame access, because of these paths. And people who are, unable to walk along paths, we've just been there, up the river there, it's a little bit rocky, it's a bit tricky, there's a lot of places like that, or even on the fells, they can come here and get that feel. They can enjoy the Lake District with relative ease, and obviously on a normal clear day, get the views as well. I mean, it's still beautiful, isn't it, even on a bit of a grey day. So in terms of forecast, it is actually meant to be like this, overcast in the morning. Yesterday was amazing. I should have come yesterday, but I couldn't. Honestly, the light was incredible. But all this is actually supposed to break up a little bit later on, which could end up yielding the most perfect light. Maybe, we'll see. And I'm kind of hoping that that'll happen on Holme Fell, the last fell of the day before we drop back down to the van. There's no one here, look. If you've been to Tarn Hows, tell me how many times you've walked around it and not seen a single person. I know I've only been here like 2 minutes, but still. Then you just chased the robin off. Okay, ordinarily, from here, you'd be able to see the Langdale Pikes right there. Just imagine it there. It's an outstanding view because you've got all these Scots pines on the little islands, you've got reflections, and you've got Langdale Pikes normally. Not today. Yeah, it's nice if you come here in autumn because obviously you get the colours, all the brackens changing to like a fiery red. You come at the right time of day, you get the low sun hitting the pikes and hitting here. So the path just kind of winds around and eventually gets to the highest point around the Tarn, and it's at that point that we're going to break off and head towards Blackfell. I think I've just seen my first person. There's a woodpecker out there. Okay, we're now at the exit point. It's going to take us out of Tarn Hows. That's not so bad. It's not so bad. We've got rocks, logs, and we'll go around here. I'm sorry if it's a bit dark, by the way. It's a real struggle today to try and get the settings right so that, oh, she went the right way. No, she didn't. So that, you know, you can see things properly, not being too dark, but then obviously not being too, you know, pixelated and noisy with the high ISO. Stick with me, because I think all this is going to break up. I'm pretty confident of that. So if you look on the map, you can actually see that we walk around this. This is Torva Intake, and then we're going to be walking into Ironkeld Plantation, and then onto Ironkeld and round up onto the summit of Blackfell. And down. Now you can go that way, but we're not. We're going to go down the track here a little bit further and head up that way because I think it's slightly shorter, ever so slightly shorter. And that thing that's been cut off at the top there in the distance, that's Holme Fell. So all that needs to lift. Okay, here we go. Leave the track, we go through the Fat Boy Gate, of course, as always. Oh, it looks very dead round here, doesn't it? And that's the problem with winter in this country. You know, in spring, summer, autumn, it's obviously beautiful. England is a beautiful country in those seasons, but in winter, the only thing that makes winter nice is snow. If it's snow here now, it would be magical, but we just don't seem to get any because of the jet stream, you know. We're on the same latitude as Juneau in Alaska, and they get a lot of snow in the winter, so flipping jet stream. Might come back and do like a mini video perhaps in future. Come back and do this same route in one of those seasons just so you can see it in contrast. Okay, we've now reached our first obstacle of the day. Coos. Now these are the belted galloways. They're normally quite placid, but you just never know, do you? I don't know if there's a calf in there. I think it's probably safe to say that I'm a bit of a wuss. Scared of cows, scared of horses, scared of spiders, scared of spider horses, scared of the dark, scared of my own shadow, sometimes scared of Finn. But cows are big, they're big and unpredictable. This is why I don't like horses, because they are, you know, they could do anything. They could just turn around, not even see you, and then just squish you against a barbed wire fence. As you get to this gate, you can see Pikerstickel, Loft Crag, right in front of you. I think it's Pikerstickel. Fat Boy Gate. What are you going through there for? Are you a fat girl? Nice jump. All right, here we are on the summit of Black Fell. This is Black Crag. One of them, one of the many. There's about 25 Black Crags and 2 Black Crags, plural. Great, isn't it? So this is the true summit of Black Fell. And if you look on the map, Black Fell is actually quite a substantial lump. It's quite a big hill. It extends a long way to the north. And what we'll do is we'll have a wander over there in a minute, go and see where I did a time lapse last time I was here. It's lovely, but first, I'll have a wander down to the south cairn there. South summit cairn. South cairn, something. Yeah, lovely. Esthert, Windermere, and you can see Latterbarrow quite clearly, I think. And, sorry, spinning around all over the place. Coniston Water, we can now see Tarn Hows there where we walked around. So the van, sorry, I always call it a car for some reason. The van is down that way somewhere. We got Holme Fell. Oh, I think it's just out of the cloud now, actually. I think it's just lifted and the summit is out the cloud. That bodes very well, because as you can see, all the fells have been sliced off at the top. Right, let's get down to that cairn, have a look without sliding, and then we'll get over the this style here, which has obviously been changed since the last time I was here, because I'm pretty sure it was quite dilapidated. You wouldn't think she was 11, would you? Sometimes she's like a puppy. Look at her. She's such a poser. Aren't you? You're a poser. here we go. The south cairn. So you can sit here, look, nice little seat. And enjoy, while you're having your butties, that view. For not a lot of effort, really. And from here you get to see, well, there's Loughrig, the south end of Loughrig, goes up to the summit there. You've got Ambleside. Ordinarily you'd have Oxen Fell here, and then Waterhead, Windermere, Lord Hotel there, all the way down to Windermere, the town, and way out, you can actually see way out towards the Yorkshire Dales. And cute white dog is going to fall off. You having fun? You having fun? You love hiking the Wainwrights, don't you? You love the people that watch Hiking the Wainwrights. If you are regular and you fancy supporting what I'm doing here, supporting the channel, keeping me getting out here and doing these videos, please consider joining my Patreon clan. It's called the Black Clan. It is the best community on the internet ever, because it's growing. It is really growing. Some fantastic, I've met some great people who I would actually call friends now over on the clan, and they're all meeting each other as well and becoming friends, which they wouldn't have done had they not joined the clan. So for as little as £2 a month, you know, you get all these perks that are on the screen now, plus there'll be other things coming in future, and you get to support me and, you know, make these videos go on forever until the day I drop down dead, which will hopefully be on one of these videos. Finn, the destroyer of sticks. What's it taste of? Chocolate? Stick? All right, let's get back over to Black Crag, the summit, and then, like I said, we'll head over to the north end of the hill. Not right over to the north end of the hill, that's miles away, but a little stroll across to the point where I set up a time lapse a couple of years ago, and I did that dedicated Black Fell video. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out after this. It's not great. It's all right, I'm kidding. I think it's all right. Ooh, nice jump. Oh, another nice jump. I don't think I need to go back up there, do I? Black Crag. Okay, over this stile. There's the dog. There you go. You wait there for me. Right. Yeah, I think last time, the bottom two rungs were missing, I think. Now then, shall I leave you here? Bye-bye, Finn. Come on, you. Ooh, watch yourself. Ooh. Made a friend. Is that your new friend, Finn? Come on, let's go. Good dog. It's quite nice when you get to this point here. Just look back. You've got the trig point, you've got Coniston Water, you've got this lovely little stile here and the wall, and obviously the larch trees. Yeah, quite a lot of bang for your buck. Some lovely photographs to be had around here. Really lovely, and ordinarily, I know I keep banging on about it, but that is an absolutely astounding view right there with Langdale Pikes and, well, everything else. Such a shame, everything just looks so flat. But if you do come to Black Fell, absolutely worthwhile coming over that stile and getting yourself along to here. Definitely, it's lovely. So I think last time I was here, let's have a look. Yeah, I think I was perched just here, look, with Finn. And I set the camera up and did a time lapse that way, somewhere, over in that direction. What a shame it's not the same today, but you know, you get the idea. You can imagine what it's like. Ordinarily, it's lovely. So like I said, all this is Black Fell. It goes right over there, look, and drops down to Scafell Bridge. So it is a big lump, a big low lump that, you know, kind of terminates up here on Black Crag. Right, I think I'm going to carry on with the walk now, and I'm going to make my way down towards Low Arnside, which is down there, that farm. Oh, yeah, that good dog. Oh, rubbish balance. Oh, we're down. There you go, good dog. Okay, back at Black Crag. Okay, if you look over towards Holme Fell, there's about a centimetre of gap now between the top and the cloud base. So right in front of us, apart from that cute little white dog, is Silver Howe, again in the Clag, and to the right of that, further away, is Helm Crag. It's funny, I'm already looking forward to coming back and doing another walk here. I think this will be a really good walk to do on a black mass. What do you think? Ooh, that was seriously bogtastic. Okay, the bridleway is just up here now, it's not far. Okay, onto the bridleway, pretty much plain sailing all the way down to the road now. But if you are going to walk down here, remember it is a bridleway. And you do get mountain bikers flying down here. I almost got run over by some a few years ago. In the dark, it was kind of scary. Okay, this is Low Arnside. And this was the home of the semi-famous smuggler, local smuggler here in the Lake District, called Lantislee. Now, I've been meaning for years to come and do a video about Lantislee and to kind of go to the places where he used to distill his moonshine, and also following his footsteps out towards Ravenglass, where he'd take his wares, tobacco and alcohol and that kind of stuff. I'm just not sure if you guys would be all that interested in it, so that's why I've not done it. If you would be interested, let me know in the comments, because yeah, it'd be a fun one to make. It might be a little bit at night time. I know you don't like the night hikes, but some of it will be at night time, maybe not all of it, but there's no point in making it if you're not that interested. The clouds are definitely lifting, because that there is great intake. And Lingmoor, look, has almost got its summit out, so getting excited. Loughrig is clear now as well. Come on then. So we actually lose quite a lot of height now as we head back down to the road. Obviously, we're going to have to gain it all again. Go on, skid. Yeah, she's skidded. More non-herdies. What is going on? Finn's not impressed at all. Oh. Go on, you get through. That's it. Okay, this is the A593 that runs between Ambleside and Coniston. And we're just literally crossing over here onto the smaller lanes, but I'm just going to stick her on the lead because it's quite a busy road. Come on, let's go for your lead. So straight across here, Finn. Nothing coming. Okay, we're going straight over here. Look at that, for a quintessential Lakeland cottage. Oh wow, my nostrils are filled with the smell of wood smoke. And once upon a time, that to me symbolised the Lake District in winter and summer. But now when I smell it, I'm transported thousands of miles away to Nepal. 1 foot is in Nepal and 1 foot is in the Lake District. It's weird. The smell of it reminds me of both places. I have to admit, it is one of the greatest smells known to man. I guess that maybe because it's something, you know, personal to me, but also maybe has something a little bit more primal to it, you know, because we've been making fires for a long, long time, and perhaps it's kind of written into our genetic code now. I don't know. But I think a lot of people like the smell of wood smoke. Okay, heading up onto the main track that's going to take us past High Oxen Fell. Look at this here. The amount of cars that have got snagged on here, completely stuck, and just, you know, scraped the whole side of the car is incredible. I've actually been here and witnessed a car trying to do this turn. What on earth are you doing? What were you doing then? Oh, it's a shame we can't see it. Oh, we can. Let's have a look. That would make a really nice little cottage with that view. Sit out there and have your beer or your coffee. So I've just heard an RAF plane go through the valley there. That's another good sign that the weather is going to change. It's definitely lifting, It's definitely getting lighter. Okay, here we are at High Oxen Fell. Look at this cottage. So we're now around about 5 minutes away from Hodge Close, and I think what I'll do is I will drop down into the quarry itself, into that northern end. I have done several videos there anyway, so if you're a regular to the channel you'll know and you've seen it already, but I can't walk past Hodge Close and not go down there. It's beautiful. So have a look at it. It'll be very different to those previous videos because I think it'll be mostly dead like it is here. All the trees are bare. So it might look a bit different. It might also be a bit dark down there because it's a dark day. So I'll try my best to film it, but hopefully you can get the idea and see the cavern at the bottom there. So if you wanted to, you could actually just, you know, if you wanted to cut out Hodge Close and just make your way up to Holme Fell straight away, you can take this path here that runs across the top of Hodge Close, and you can actually look down into it a little bit. But we don't want that. We want to go and have a look. All right. Let's head into the pit. Still nobody around. Something going on. It's weird. If you are coming here, by the way, just be careful of these little things sticking out the ground. There's been a few times where I've almost tripped on that one and almost impaled myself on that one. So yeah, be careful. Nice though, we've got silver birch down here, we've got larch. These are all larch. This is obviously silver birch. Okay, I'm now approaching my favourite part of this cavern. At the bottom here, as it levels off, it just feels very much like, I don't know, Jurassic Park, Hawaii, Madeira. You know, like the Levadas, or just the very, very steep-sided valleys they have there. Beautiful. Alright, she's going on the scrounge now, because this is where people come and have the butties, so she'll be looking for those butty crumbs. Here we go. I don't know if you can see it. I can hardly see it with my eyes. They're that bad. So the place you go if you want to go and see the skull is on the other side there, and you have to drop down from that end. So just walking on the remnants of a crane. Very, very cool place. And you know, you get divers coming here. I think it's like 100 foot deep or something. It's crazy, or 150 foot deep. And there's all kinds of little tunnels going off where the divers can swim. This bit here, this huge hole, is actually the eye, is the eye. And this gets reflected in the water, and then that's when you see the skull. Enjoying it? Yeah, it's a good place to come. Every time I come to this area, this part of the lakes, always come to Hodge Close and have a wander down here because it never gets boring, ever. It's a fascinating place. And am I right in thinking that The Witcher was filmed here? I don't know if they had a scene here. They might have done, I don't know, I've not watched it. They might have had one here, and I think they were out there where the skull was in the background as well. So they would have climbed down that bit. Interestingly enough, when they were filming, Josh and I were up on Pike Stickle, doing a video up there. No, we weren't doing a video, I think we were just walking. And we looked down towards Bleetan, and there was a guy on a horse and loads of other people, like cameramen and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, that's got to be Henry Cavill, got to be. Anyway, let's get back up. Just a very quick visit. And we'll see what the chances are of getting down on that north side. Sometimes it's a bit icy and it's a bit dodgy, but we'll give it a go. We'll have a look. And if it's not a goer, then we'll just sit down and have a marsh bar. A few minutes of sweat later, we're back at the top. This is honestly nothing of a thing for her. She just flies around everywhere. And here's me shielding you from these big walks. Maybe she's been blagging it the whole time. Maybe she's just a malingerer. Okay, let's move on to the north pot. I think it's north. No, it's not north. It's west. That's east. I think. I'm just trying to get the map in my head. Yes, we're heading to the western pot. Honestly, my head goes on these videos. I have all these ideas to talk about things, all this knowledge to share, and it all just goes poof, straight out. So if you continue down here, you end up at Cathedral Cavern. Well worth going to as well. I've done a video on that previously. Okay, here we are at the Hodge Close car park. Now there are a few places you could park along this route. Obviously the place where I parked, but you could park at Tarn Hows or here, or even on the A593. What's going on here? Wow. Now this used to be just like flat, you know, you could walk out there. There's a classic shot right behind that digger. There's a silver birch, can you see it? That is a very popular shot with photographers. Okay, let's go to the top end of the hole and then see if we can drop down. Excuse me, you stay on this side of the fence, cheeky. Right, here it is. And the route up to Holme Fell will be going that way in a minute. But let's go and have a look. It's sometimes running with water. It's looking a bit slippy down here. Let me show you. Yeah, it's looking a bit polished. And you be careful, Finn. I don't want you dropping down there. I mean, it is a pretty straightforward scoot down, but I don't think my foot is quite up to that yet. I forgot just how big the drops were down there. They're not big drops, but you've kind of got to wedge your feet into places, and I ain't wedging this anywhere. So if you want to see what it looks like, what I'll do is I'll put a little bit on the screen, if I can find that video. I don't even know if I can find that. It was such an old one. But then you can see what it's like down there. And if you want to have a look at the full video, it's on the channel. I think what I'm going to do is perch around here somewhere and have a marsh bar, because I'm flagging a bit. I've not eaten today, so I'm going to have a marsh bar for breakfast. And yes, it's a duo. I'm trying out the duos, see how we get on. This looks like a good place to stop. Look, this block get her some food as well. And then we'll both be energised for our last scamper up onto Holme Fell. Wow, look at this. There you go. Big drop. Oh, what have we got here? Oops. Right. Both of us are satiated. That's a duo downrange and a whole lot of kibble for her and some biscuits. So we are going to be like a couple of giddy kippers from now on. God have mercy on your soul. That should power us up Holme Fell now. Can I get through this side? Yes. Because, yeah, like I was saying, I was flagging a bit. I think she was flagging a bit as well. Just means we can enjoy it, and I'll try not to talk too much. Oh dear. But this path I'm joining now is the one that you would have come along, or we would have come along, had we not dropped down to the bottom of Hodge Close. It's here, and then you wander up this way. More people. So as I've mentioned before, I think on a previous video, the word Holme means land that's surrounded by wet ground. And you'll see in a minute why this hill is so aptly named, because it is a bit of a squelch fest. We will get wet feet. Well, she always gets wet feet, but we, as in you and I, will get wet feet going up here. Finny, we on the gate. Can't own the gate. I'm a little bit concerned about all this carnage here. All this. These are larch trees that have probably fallen in the winds, the storms we've had. Ordinarily, I carry on down this track and then hook up to the left. But I think today I'm going to go this way and get to the little townlet up here. It's quite nice. Wow, there's so many trees down, look. Look at them in there. Just everywhere. Just dead trees everywhere, look. Okay, let's go there. There's a belted Galloway coo over there on the other side of the Tarn. What does this sign say here? No overnight stay, no camping, no fires, no litter. Fair enough. That is fair. It's too low here. Shouldn't be camping here. Look at that. That's a great shot, actually, with the cow. Hello again. Oh, you're not very friendly, Finn. Okay, so last time I was here with my camera, I did just come with my camera. I didn't do a video. And I must admit, I do like those days. I love filming. Don't get me wrong. I love making these videos for you, but it is nice to get out with my camera from time to time. And I've got a few shots here. See, I think there's some trees missing already, but I love the reflections here. And I got some, you know, reflected shots, and I like to turn them the other way around. So then you think, is that the right way around, or is that a reflection? What's going on? And I kind of like that, just messing around a bit, really. It's nice to get out and be creative. But yeah, lovely quiet spot. Again, be nice for a picnic. Oh, that was really bad. Okay, let's get past these belted Galloways. I think there's a couple of them, maybe more. And yeah, see, the tree that it's munching on, that was stood the last time I was here. That was an actual living tree, and it was quite good. It was a good photo opportunity, but gone. When you see trees, you've got to get the shots, because they might not always be there. Moo. They're very cute. Oh, there's loads of them, look. They're all in the woods here, look. All just dotted around. Little stripy bodies. They're all the way over there, look. I think, if I remember rightly, the squelchiest bit of this walk, we've actually kind of got round it a little bit. It's this bit here. And coming in from the other side, it's a bit wet. But actually this route I've taken today is all right. It's not bad at all. Oh. Careful, Fanny. She just kind of pushes you out of the way. As long as she gets up all right, that's all that matters. So the views are all opening up now, in all directions. Keep going. Good. Okay, here we are on the summit of Holme Fell. Boy, I was feeling those last few steps then. Here we go, highest point. And we get a cracking view out towards Coniston now. In fact, I'll tell you what, she is. Let's head out to this outcrop of rock here and have a look down. This way, Finn, let's climb up here. Wait there, you are so impatient, Finn. It just rams me out of the way. There we go, that's better. Now we get a completely unhindered view of Coniston. I think it's definitely worth hanging around, maybe half an hour, maybe a bit more. I mean, it's only like 1 o'clock, so I've got a good 3 hours before sunset. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll head over to the other side, the other end of the fell, because, well, you'll see why. It's gorgeous. It's nice here, but that's the better end. I often sit there and wait for stuff. This way, Finn. This is where I always come. It's a really good little spot. Because you get this lovely grassy area here that you can sit on, nice and dry, and you get that view. That's not bad, is it? Get your jumper on. GLOOMY. Oh, there you go. Head in. Let's get that pouring. You're a lovely little dog, aren't you? Oop, spin you around. Let's get that back leg in. There you go. Good dog. Whoa. Nice and warm. You're a good dog. There you go, good girl. We've got a happy dog. Happy-ish. Honestly, it's amazing how warm that keeps her. When I take that off later, because she hates walking in it, when I take it off later, the amount of heat that comes out is amazing. So, yeah, very good buy. I don't have any links to this, Amazon links or anything like that, affiliate links. The company's called Equifleece. Go and check them out. Really good. They're waterproof, they're windproof, and, well, you know, just keep your dog warm. They come in all kinds of different sizes and colours and what have you. Very good. Yeah, you know what, I think, I mean, I don't know if it's coming onto camera again. It's looking very light there. So looking up towards Great Intake, the clouds are looking very light, like the sun trying to burn through. So it could be good. I'm definitely gonna hang around. There's no reason to go yet. It's not like it's windy or it's rainy. I might have a bit of a cape like she is. And just wait, because yeah, anything could happen. But it's worth pointing out that the last time I was here, stood right here, I took a photograph of some larch trees down there. The sun, it was one of those magical moments, godlight. It was incredible. And it's of the larch trees down there. And it's actually on my website if you're interested in buying that for your home. It's there. Obviously, you're supporting the channel as well. And yeah, it's a little bit of a favourite of mine as well. Loved it. And I called it the Council of Larchmen because it just looks like a whole bunch of larch trees just having a little bit of a meeting, you know, chatting about all these flipping photographers wandering around the hill. How can we drown them in the Tarn? To stick with tradition, I'm going to have a little spin around. I'm going to show you what you can see from here. Yeah, again, you have to use your imagination a little bit because obviously things are shrouded. So I'll just point to where things are and you'll get the idea. Let's have a look. I don't think it's going to happen, you know. There's been several times while I've been here, been about half an hour now, where the Langdale pikes out that way have started to glow. There's obviously the light coming through the clouds a little bit, but you can see the cloud base is still not moving. It's not shifting at all. It looks like it's getting lighter here. It's been several times it's been glowing, but I can see it dropping down. Actually, the cloud base is dropping down onto Great Intake. It should be doing the opposite. It should be going up. I mean, I could just sit here for another hour and nothing happen. That's just a bit desperate, isn't it? A bit boring. And it is a wee bit cold, has to be said. I think what I'm going to do is take my coat off because it's going to be quite warm going back down there, I think. Once we get moving again, we'll generate lots of heat, get her little jumper off, and then make my way down. So the way you go down, I think I'm going to go down the way I came up, and you kind of go betwixt the summit and the next kind of lesser summit down in that direction there. And it's a fairly quick descent down to Yew Tree Farm, near Yew Tree Tarn. So yeah, let's do it. Come on, let's go to the pub. Right, all packed up. Quick check, nothing left. You just know what's going to happen, you know it. As soon as I get down to the valley, back down to the van, it's all going to clear out and it's going to be epic conditions. What it'll do is it won't clear. The blanket of cloud will stay where it is and we'll get this godlight coming underneath it and illuminating crags and amazing looking herdies and stuff. Just a bit irritated by it all because yesterday was unbelievable. As I said, the light was... I was kind of crying a little bit, but I just couldn't come out. I had a foot appointment yesterday. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm still here. You get the idea of what it looks like, and hopefully, if you've not been here before, it's going to give you some ideas for a walk and get yourself out and do this route. Have a drink. Good girl. I'm going to put my foot right there, Finn, so you need to move. She is so cheeky. It's barging me out the way all the time. I think, let's go this way. So, I actually forgot to mention at the top there, this is another one of our heather hills. Probably one of the best ones actually. As you can see, all this brown stuff here that's dead. That's all heather. So come August, it'll all be pink. Okay, I've gone completely wrong. So if you are going to follow this route on the map, follow the route that's in the description, not the way I've come today. I kind of went wrong and then thought, I'm just going to keep on going. And I'm still doing that. I could just double back and go back the way I should be going, but this looks really interesting. Never been to this bit before. I can see down to Yew Tree Farm down there, and through the trees I can see Coniston Water. And there's this very, very faint path coming down here. I can't help but want to keep going and see where it ends up. I need to be much further over that way. If it's just going to turn into this nightmare crag, then I will turn back. But I just want to see what's around this corner. Oh, just be careful around here, Finn. So that's Yew Tree Tarn down there. Okay, I think this is Ivy Crag. It's pretty loose around here, actually. Do not come this way, please. I don't want to be responsible for anybody falling off this hill. I don't think this is a goer, you know. I think that is just... I think that is the end of the line. So yes, I'm going to double back. It's a nice view though, isn't it? And try and find the correct path this time. I think what I'll do is head up here. Go across the top of Ivy Crag instead of the front of it. Oh, you know, when you go off-piste, you can end up finding some little treasures. I think it's a rowan tree. I'm only guessing because of the shape of it. This way, Finn. You crazy. Here's another nice looking tree. Don't know what it is. I'm going to guess it's an oak. This is the path we're supposed to be on. There's the tarn again. There's the east summit. Past the pile of stones. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's going dark already. So it's been a pretty gloomy day. Kind of glad that I didn't stay up there hoping for sun, because I think there's very little chance of that. Oh yes, I forgot about the boulders around here. There are some absolutely gigantic boulders. A baby one, a mummy one, and a ruddy great daddy one, look. Can you imagine seeing that fall down from there? Imagine being here while it's happening. So that crag I was on before, when I was coming down, where the path stopped, it's right up there. So there was absolutely no way I could get down here. Directly below it now. Okay, you go first. Ladies first. Go on, you go. Come on. Go on. It's like she doesn't trust me. Just take your time there, Finn. So that's the whole descent done now. Literally just round the corner from Yew Tree Farm here. And this is why I chose this particular place to park, because I knew, you know, that I'd be pretty tired after coming down off Holme Fell. I didn't want to have to then walk back up towards Tarn Hows. But the important thing now is the pub. Now, I drove through Coniston. I'd like to go to, why do I always forget the flipping name? Is it the Bull or is it the Black Bull? I'm sure it's a Black Bull. I drove past there this morning and it looked like there's a lot of work being done. The car park seemed to be full of, you know, kind of tradesman vans. So I wonder if they're getting a bit of work done and it's shut. So that's a shame if it is, because I like it there. It's ye olde style. But first, we've got to get back to the van. Not far, 2 minutes. Okay, I spoke too soon. We've got horses. Oh heck, let's hope they're friendly. You know what, I saw one herdie behind a fence over on Tarn Hows and I thought, should I say hey herdie? I thought, nah, there'll be loads of herdies on here. That's rubbish, it's behind a fence. I'll see loads, I haven't seen a single one until now. Okay, I mean, they're probably very nice. I don't know if they've noticed me yet. I don't know if they're just pretending to not notice and then just charge. I mean, it's a nice looking horse, that white one. Like silver. I think we're all right, you know. Actually quite cute. I love all animals. I know quite a few of you, particularly you guys in America, have said, what the hell are you scared of horses for, you know. Horses are great. They're just big animals. And I know that horses can be assholes. They can. They've got personalities and they can just wind you up and do stuff to you, nip you and all sorts. So loads of room in this one. Look at that. Come on, Finn. Oh, Finn, you're gonna get... Honestly, how did that happen? Come on. Atta girl. Okay, here it is. Yew Tree Farm. It's a classic photo spot. And what I'll do is I'll show you where you can get a safe photograph of it from. Lovely. Human. Ah, they're a good dog. Come on in. God, there's dogs everywhere. All chasing us off. Wow, that one really is. So, you can technically just walk along the road, but I wouldn't. I'd go onto this path here. There you go, Finny, good girl. Come on. Okay, so the place you want to be for that shot is there. You're nice and safe, you're away from the road, and you get that. Zoom in a little bit, obviously I can't on this because it's an action cam, and you get a cracking shot. What the hell are you doing? You found treasure? All right, literally 30 seconds and we're back at the van. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate all your support. I really appreciate you spending your time watching these videos, and I hope you get to do this walk. It's fantastic. As always, the route is in the description, but for the time being, I'm gonna go and have a pint somewhere, I don't know where. I hope you guys can come and join me. I'll see you back out on the next walk, wherever that is. Lingmoor, I think. Let's go. Closed.
Another rainy afternoon. I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch, 'cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. I know the hour's getting late. I shouldn't sit here and contemplate. I just can't stop thinking about it.